Hello people of the internet, my name is Tatiana and I'm back with yet another video where I bought something. My wallet is loving this. I just received my first ever order from a French brand called Sezane. I'm excited to have a look at the pieces I ordered, check out the quality. I will also check on their sustainability claims, you know, all the fun stuff that I like to digest. Digress? What's the word? Digest? Probably not, right? And digress also not. Okay, I guess we are not finding the right word for this. Hopefully you know what I mean. A little bit about the brand. Sezane is a French-based, actually Paris-based brand that is aiming to create a luxury quality at a fair and accessible price. Actually has an official B Corp certification. This means that they are meeting the qualifications for high standards, verified performance, accountability, and transparency on different factors, from employee benefits to supply chain practices and using proper materials. Sezane is focused on using eco-friendly materials, and they claim that at least 3/4 of their materials that are used are eco-friendly. Think organic cotton, certified materials, recycled polyester, vegetable tanned leather, and so on. Good on You rates Sezane not good enough. This is interesting considering all the other information I just found on the brand. Good on You seems to not have found evidence on the measures that they are claiming to be doing to be more sustainable. This is always interesting to read because a lot of brands claim something, but in the end the reality might be somewhere else. I always like to check Good on You when it comes to these things, but obviously they might not have all the information. And sustainability is a huge broad spectrum, and just because one website says it's not sustainable because they don't have evidence doesn't mean it is, and vice versa. Just because a brand says they are sustainable, it doesn't mean that they actually are. So this is always a huge question, and I don't think we will ever get a proper answer when it comes to any brand. It's always interesting to check though. As I was putting the sweaters into the laundry, I actually noticed these tags and found that they have a little more certifications than I was aware of. So they have the Oecotex certification, and that means that there is no harmful chemicals included in the fabrics. And they are also RMS certified, which means that the farms that provided the wool for the sweater are following the animal welfare and well-being rules. Now, before we get to the unboxing, I always like to share my sizes in case you would like to compare or use my video as a reference for when you are shopping. So here they are. Now to what I actually bought. I didn't go crazy. I only bought 2 sweaters because it's sweater weather now. Sweater weather. And I have heard a lot of amazing things about their sweaters. Their Gaspard sweater is like an iconic staple in a lot of wardrobes all over the world, especially in the French ones. So I was really curious to try it, and then I also ordered another slightly more sporty looking sweater. I'm not necessarily a fan of hoodies, but I wanted something a little more low-key, and this sweater seems to have matched all of my expectations when it comes to the style. So I'm really curious about the quality, about the feel, and about the fit. This is what the packaging looks like. I hope I'm covering all the sensitive information. As you open it, you've got a little note right here, and then it's all packed in a tissue paper. I already had a peek inside, so it's not as beautiful as it was before. The order came with a tote bag. If you've been watching me for a while, you know I love me a free tote bag, so this is always exciting. And this one is like a thick canvas kind of material, and it's shaped like a classic beach bag, and it says Bonjour Vienne. I'm wondering if this means something in French or if it's like for Vienna and they have different bags for different cities where people order from. Let me know if you've ordered from them, like if these are really different for each country or city, or if this actually means something in French. And now for the sweaters. So I got the Kyam sweater in green stripy material pattern. not material. And I got the OG Gaspard sweater. I got it in red to keep it a little more fun, and while the gray and the beige ones looked amazing and they are definitely timeless, I felt like I wanted something a little more exciting, a little more bright, because all of my t-shirts and pants are quite toned down, so I wanted a little bit of color for the dark, cold winter days. Now let's talk a little bit about the materials. The Kyam sweater is 40% cotton, 40% wool, and 20% polyamide. Next to the cotton it says that the fiber is from organic farming, and it's an extremely soft and quite thick sweater with a little bit of a turtleneck that you can like flip down and have it as a collar. It feels really nice. It feels like some of the vintage sweaters that I have stolen from my grandma's closet and my mom's closet. A lot of them were handmade, and this is exactly giving the same vintage retro vibe, not only by the way it looks but also the way it feels. It does feel like it's a better quality compared to when you touch the sweaters in, let's say, H&M. I'm also wondering if you need to only hand wash these or if you can pop them into a laundry machine. Let's see if the text says anything about that. So it does say you should only hand wash it. However, most of the laundry machines have a wool setting or like super caring and soft setting, which essentially spins it a little bit, but it mostly just sits there. Like for the sweater setting, my laundry spins it a tiny bit, and then it just sits there in the water, giving it sort of the same vibe as if you would hand wash it. So I will risk it, but don't listen to me. Do your own thing. I don't want to be responsible for your ruined expensive sweaters. It seems really well done. I wonder if these sweaters are handmade or if they have them done by a machine. So I just googled if the Sezane knits are handmade, and I am not getting any results about this. This is interesting. I would be really curious to know if these sweaters are handmade or not. I wasn't able to find any information on this, which makes me assume that they are probably not done by hand, because I could imagine that that would be like a main selling point. Now the famous Gaspard cardigan. When I checked out videos online, I noticed a lot of people were complaining that this material is scratchy. If you've ever had like a vintage sweater that was actually made out of wool and not synthetic materials, you would know how it feels. And granted, it will never be as soft as a synthetic wool, but once you wash it with a little bit of a fabric softener, now I don't know if this is what the brand recommends or not, it's something I do, the wool gets so wonderful and it's not scratchy anymore. Depending on how sensitive your skin is, you might still feel it, but in my opinion it's nothing horrible, and it's so worth it because these sweaters are usually warm, like warm. You don't need it to be thick to keep you warm. So this sweater is 37% mohair, 37% baby alpaca, and 26% polyamide. So you have the natural wool in there. You can expect a tiny bit of a scratch, but it's nothing that couldn't be fixed with a little bit of a fabric softener. I forgot to mention that I took a size small from both of the sweaters. Now for the Gaspard sweater it was recommended to size down, and for the Kyam sweater it was actually recommended to size up. I did check their sizing tables and I really wasn't sure if that's something I should do or not, so I decided to take the same size from both, and I have already tried it on. Obviously you will see that in a second in the video. I think going with your regular size works, depending on how tight or oversized you want them to fit. Now we can slowly jump into the try-on section where you can see how it looks on my body. So here is what the Kyam sweater looks like on me. It's definitely not completely flattering for my body type, but it is exactly what I wanted, like a little more relaxed, chill sort of sweater that is kind of halfway already towards a hoodie. Because I am completely stupid, I already managed to put lipstick on it, so hopefully it will come off once I wash it. As mentioned, this is a size small. I feel like I could have gotten away with the size medium as well, and then it would fit a little more oversized. The reason why I didn't do that was because I looked at the length of the sleeves and I was a little worried that it would be way too much. Like, I measured actually my arm to see how long it would turn out to be, and with a size small it was already, I think, like 56 or 60 centimeters long, and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna look like a floppy monster if it goes below my arms. So I went with a size small, and I think it works. It fits very well. I still have a lot more space here, so if you would want it to fit a little more snug, it's totally doable if you size down, or if you size up to wear it a little more oversized, or just take your regular size if you want it to fit like this, I guess. And by regular size, I don't necessarily mean your regular international sizing, but the regular size according to their size chart. It feels super soft. It's extremely warm. I'm actually already kind of overheating considering it's like 20 degrees in my flat. Cuffs fit quite snug, so if your wrists are wide or whatever, or you like a little more space in this area, I would definitely recommend sizing up. Yeah, here it is. I don't think I have much more to say. I think I covered everything that I wanted to talk about during the unboxing. So here it's really just to share how it fits. And I think because my torso is quite short, I might wear it at some point a little like bent in, just to adjust the length. I don't think I will get away with tucking it into my pants because it is quite chunky, but overall I'm very happy with it. So my camera overheated and I feel like I was cut off mid-sentence, but at this point I do not remember what I was saying. I will now wait a little bit for it to stop overheating and then come back with the other sweater, with the red cardigan, and just share how it fits. Here is the Gaspard Cardigan. I kind of do understand what people say about it being scratchy, but I don't necessarily feel like it's bad. And this is just how a natural wool feels like. When it comes to the fit, I do feel like I could have followed their recommendation and go with a smaller size. I feel like there is a space and the sweater is quite stretchy. The reason why I didn't do that is because I was worried that once you button this up, it might pull and create the gaping, especially in this area. But what they did is add this, like, hello, focus. I don't know if you can see, they added like this extra fabric here that sort of prevents it from like going in this way while it's buttoned. So I feel like this is a very nice touch, especially if you have a slightly larger breasts and you experience the gaping. I feel like it's extremely versatile. Like, obviously you can wear it opened up, just do the top button, you can button the whole thing. I saw people wear it inside out. I saw people wear it as a t-shirt with nothing underneath. I feel like this is an extremely versatile piece. I don't know how I personally feel like about wearing it the wrong way. Hold on, there's the tag. I feel like it might not be as flattering on me as it is on the models on their website, but it's definitely an option. Buttons are also very nice. The whole sweater feels like an amazing quality. I'm extremely happy with this purchase. I don't think I have any complaints, just that maybe with this one I could have sized down, but I feel like this size, while it's not completely smug on my body, is giving the little more laid back style, and I'm not mad about that. That is it for today's video. Hopefully this was maybe a little bit helpful for you in case you were thinking about shopping at Sezane. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!